close?
Very close?
Very close, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, let's go. Youthlab.
So I will show will give very short introduction about Youthlab.
지금부터 하세요.
네, 예, 하고 있습니다.
Okay, so Youth Laboratories is computer vision and artificial intelligence company. So our company focuses primarily on 3 branches of our R&D. So core expertise in skin analysis and application of computer vision for advanced skincare research. Other division is disease biomarkers, and the third direction is face and emotion recognition. And that is if we talk about the area of our research. So of course R&D is the basis of all our commercial projects, and they're evolving from that. So we hold some internal R&D that is our core IP, and we also have R&D in collaboration with large cosmetic companies, clinics and hospitals, so that we ensure that we have highly annotated data from professionals and experts. So as deep learning is mostly about having very good quality data, this is how we acquire it. So once we have all the algorithms, we are trying to put everything to cloud, and our services are available as SaaS mostly. But we also have some projects,
SaaS, SS.
software as service, so we provide access to our algorithms. But we also have a branch of very large projects that are made on demand of cosmetic companies, like recommendation engines that combine imaging data and lifestyle data to ensure that final customer gets the most benefits of the system. It includes adjustments of skincare, adjustment of lifestyle, and our paradigm is that in future we will routinely interact with multiple devices that would be tracking our skincare, healthcare, like your fridge would be giving you recommendations, your microwave would be tracking your calorie intake, and we should get prepared to this epoch. And this is why building recommendation engines that can work with real data, so not just taken somewhere in the labs, highly standardized, but to make it cross-platform, so you can work with mobile phone, with all other kind of sources of image data. So we are looking forward into that field. If we talk about what you can tell from your face, actually you can tell really a lot. So our face reflects our health condition, our lifestyle preferences. So some of the, you can, let's say, read from your face some very evident parameters like sex, age, racial group, and you can also perform face recognition and emotion recognition. It's high level parameters, as we call them, and you can also track very special parameters like presence of wrinkles, allergy, biomarkers of diseases, or the signs that you have high probability to have particular disease. But let's say this is the explicit parameters, something that you can observe at this particular time point. But what we found from our R&D, that the most interesting are some implicit parameters that become evident after the influence of some factors, external factors. For example, reaction to some impact of environment, or for example compounds you take, and you can make the prediction of how your body on an individual level will be influenced by particular external factors. As I mentioned, we have SaaS, so it covers multiple area of research and services. So we work with a large variety of different data, so it includes highly standardized images taken in the lab, selfies, medical images, like eye fundus images, or images taken in fluorescence regime, so it's special filters required for that, and we can accurately annotate and analyze this different kind of data. So it can be used either to make predictions, or it can be pulled into the recommendation engines, or it can be used like second opinion service. So all of that applications are possible. We strongly believe that in future we will mostly use our mobile phones. We are now even substituting laptops or let's say commonly used other systems. So we believe that we should put everything into mobile, and one of the core ideas that they become more powerful every year, and the camera resolution is becoming better. New iPhones have infrared sensors and sensors of depth. This is why you would be able to provide very high quality expertise just using mobile phone. And of course, that makes your audience very large. It makes very large engagement. And for example, we have an app called Wrinkle that tracks wrinkles. It was one of our first projects, and that project demonstrated how you should turn from traditional approaches to mobile and deep learning, because deep learning can challenge a lot of problems like lighting conditions, different head rotation positions. So we believe that this approach will bring us to new quality of expertise. One of our projects that we use to combine with computer vision system is our emotion and face recognition system. It's one of the best systems you can find in Russia and worldwide. So it can work in different regimes. So it can tell between 10 emotions and 3 different emotions. I think I can make some demonstrations of just right after the presentation. Yes. So the performance is higher than for Microsoft API, and it can analyze streaming videos or pre-recorded videos. And from the point of customer services, it's a very good system for retail, because you can get the feedback of any system, how people react to that. And on the other hand, it's also very good option for evaluating mental health status. So what are your patterns? So do you behave like a younger person or like an older person? And also, so it's very important issue, because your buying behavior and the way you spend money depends a lot on how you feel. So do you feel like a young person? Do you feel like an old person? Are you ready for taking risks as being young? And we see from our experiments that emotion recognition system can also give you some insights about that. So we have R&D projects with large cosmetics companies, universities, some banks. So like companies also like NVIDIA, Moscow State University, Harvard University. We have a bunch of public non-profit research projects like Mouse Age. So it's photographing aging clock in mice. I can also show a little bit later. And one of our very interesting projects is Diversity Eye. So actually, the idea came to us after Beauty Eye projects. Then the journalists drew attention, as they said, that there was a racist issue, and despite it was like more journalist interest, because there were no actual discrimination. We had very small entries from people with dark skin. This is why in their finals we also had not that much, but they draw our attention to a very important issue, that probably artificial intelligence systems can be discriminated. And
I know all about diversity AI, because I was one of the and Dr. Park, you are one of the advisors to the project, but I just tell that to everyone who is not aware, or maybe aware of that. And of course, one of our first projects, let's say with what we began, is Beauty Eye, beauty contest judged by artificial intelligence, by robots. So it was the first attempt to approach to the question, how can machines perceive us, how we can interact with them. But it's not only, let's say, research objectives there, it's also a way to interact with people. It's also a very large media channel, very strong, because without any promotion, Beauty Eye was covered by major news outlets like TechCrunch, Wired, The Guardian, and of course we see a lot of potential in this project, and we are planning to launch Beauty Eye 3.0. So far they had 2 beauty contests judged by robots, first and second. Twice?
Yeah, twice.
So next one is third.
Third, yes.
Okay.
But in our plans is to probably change it completely, so to make it more engaging, maybe even change the idea, so we're open to maybe having like national beauty eye contest, or maybe the contest where robots would be able to touch you, to maybe evaluate it and make it like a show translated online. But also having a beauty contest and collecting images like we did with mobile phone with some new features is also an option. So of course we so far have much more algorithms than we had the second beauty contest. This is why it could be interesting to implement it and also make it like more show and wow effect. We also have a lot of hackathons, and this is a way we hire people. It's a very good way to find very nice people, very much motivated in saying making this world a better place. So we had so far 2 hackathons, very large, in Russia in collaboration with Skolkovo. It is university made in collaboration with MIT in Russia. So it's very progressive university. All education and courses are in English. And so let's say graduates are very high quality educated people, and of course try to hire them to our
There are a lot of people not only from Moscow, from Russia, there are a lot of people from the world.
Yes.
From USA, from Asia, from Europe. Yeah.
Yes, from India.
From India too, yeah. And from Africa.
And inspired by Beauty Eye, inspired by all of our SaaS services for skincare, we have in our plans to releasing Beauty Coin. So this scheme is just very, let's say, draft version, and of course it's a point to discuss how we see the interaction between the stakeholders of this project. So we will have 3 major players here. So developers, users and customers. So users would be able to provide their data. So in our case, we will start with imaging data. So we will start with simply collecting selfies, because you can provide a lot of information and feedback just from selfie. So the second level after selfies, we will try to combine it with some lifestyle data from wearables probably. But the focus will be of course on imaging. So for what is actually a beauty coin? Yes, if you have a beauty coin, you have an opportunity to either exchange it for currency, if you like, but primarily you get the license for our algorithms, so you would be able to use them. So it's like subscription. You will be able to analyze your skin using these algorithms for some particular time period, which correlates with the amount of beauty coins you have, and but users will provide their data for us. So our experts will annotate it, and we will also ask users to annotate other people's pictures, so that we have, like, let's say, evaluation of real health, skin health, and perceived health, because really see that people are very much concerned about how they look. This is why you also need to investigate the perceived beauty. So it would be also implemented in our beauty coin. Providers would be able to distribute their access to our algorithms. So this is the core of, let's say, the scientific core of this project. It would be provided by Youthlab. So it is cloud with AI-based image analysis algorithms. So for customers, we will provide the skin analysis. Customers will provide their data to be analyzed. And when we cover this first stage project with analyzing imaging data, in 1-2 years, or I think in 1 year most likely, we are going to expand the amount of data we're using. So we are open to engage third-party apps, like other algorithms from third parties, and all other features that are related to skin health, like how much water you take, how much exercise you take, and also make it like a service, a platform that would be providing you access to your
complete diagnostics of your skin health if you have this token like beauty coin. So this is the idea behind that.
Is it only for skin, or can you just do it for general health?
I think that we will start with skin because this area is not that much, let's say, tough as healthcare. But as this platform will grow, of course, we will implement some algorithms for health analysis, or maybe we can make another, let's say, health coin for that. But it can be also implemented into the beauty coin. So as we have a plethora of algorithms for health analysis, health status analysis, it is also be possible to add it into this engine. But from the very beginning, we are planning to start with skin because these algorithms are in-house, so they're developed by us and they're ready to be used. So it's the shortest way to do that is to start with skin analysis algorithm.
And as we are talking about the SaaS system, and it's possible to extend SaaS system with any algorithms very easily because we have new algorithm and you just need to deploy this algorithm to the SaaS system and it's all. And therefore it's very good start to start from the skin analysis algorithm because we have a lot of work have done now, and after that to go to more more sophisticated analysis like skin like health analysis, like medical imaging analysis, etc.
Very short maybe introduction about what is actually this skin health analysis from pictures, how it looks like. So this is just screenshot from our demo system, so that we would be also showing to cosmetic companies. We have an image. So as I said, we can work with different sources of data, so this can be selfies. This particular demonstration is on highly standardized images from labs. So of course, the higher quality of image you have, the more accurate diagnostics you will have.
So this image is about 4,000 pixels to 4,000 pixels.
Yes.
It's very large, yeah. And therefore you can see a lot of details of the skin.
That's right, and Konstantin, I think later on can tell about how we use guns for achieving super resolution from videos. And but in this particular system we don't need it because images are very high resolution. So you see that we have the metrics, and what we believe is more interesting is not only to find parameters at a particular time point, right? Because having knowing some number of that time point must be not that interesting for a particular person. But of course, the question is how you can track the dynamics of changes. So using this system, you would be able to find the response to improve adjustment of your lifestyle, adjustment of your skin routines, treatments, any procedures you would like to undergo, and you can track it very accurately. Because, for example, using our system, you can even measure the pore size, you can measure the sebum level. All these algorithms are based on deep learning algorithms that we trained on a massive amount of data, more than 100,000 different images clinically acquired and assessed by professional cosmetologists. And with this system, we would be able to deliver this high quality expertise to, let's say, every household just using mobile phone. But you can also use it like for evaluating of clinical images. So this could be interesting for cosmetic companies, for R&D, and as we believe selfies would be interesting for retail, marketing teams, because much easier to take it with a phone. So it's our core team. So part of that team you already know. Having here Konstantin, Alex, our advisor. So let's say Youthlab is quite popular project, and it was covered by multiple outlets, or some articles it could be interesting to explore. Just maybe a little overview from our company story. So we started from beauty and wrinkle, we very soon got understanding that these projects are interesting for cosmetic companies, and what is more important, not only for cosmetic companies but for the audience, usual customers. We started very quickly doing the R&D projects with clinics and research universities, and that R&D evolved into our commercial projects. So we launched our face and emotion recognition system. Then, as our SaaS system was ready, we engaged in close collaboration with cosmetics companies, primarily in Europe. And as we discussed, one of the motivation to coming to Korea is to investigate the Asian market, which is very, very large. So yesterday we had very short walk around Seoul and was surprised that most of the shops were cosmetics shops, and it really shows that this topic is very hot in Korea. So we launched our skincare SaaS system, and we are going on in improving that. And we hope that in March, April we'll have the first prototype for medical SaaS system. It also would be available for as license, subscription, or like per request. So different plans are possible. So some of the contacts, I think you have that. It's just, let's say, for all the other people.
Do you think we have to just print these and give them on
Print
demand?
out?
Yeah.
I don't have the prints, but we can do that.
Yeah.
Because I have the flash.
USB 가져가지고 그래서 이거를 4장 그죠? 4개
저희 가서 보자.
이렇게 2개를 하든지 4개를 하든지